For a week we cried. In our days we sang songs of tribute to you, Kwadwo Asare Bafwe Champong, for a life well lived. On Saturday, November 18, 2017, you made a journey to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, never to return, and you left us completely heartbroken. We're all in pain, struggled in vain to come to terms with the news of your passing. Now we have. You are the husband, the father, the son, the brother, the confidant, the friend, the colleague, and many other things to many other people. But for these past 7 days and many days to come, you will only be a memory never to be forgotten. For your good works here on earth will remain a fountain out of which will flow lessons of humility, love, kindness, and compassion. We sing for you in death, but your life will remain a symbol for us, the living, until we meet again. Today on JoyNews, on television, on radio, at Dum TV and radio, at Semper FM, Hits FM, Joy Prime, television, and myjoyonline.com, we'll bring you live coverage of the one-week memorial of KABA, who until his death was the host of Semper FM's political talk show program, Ekusi saying. I am Mama Viewuswabuaje. Now, who is the man Kwadwo Asare Bafwe Champong, KABA?
Kwadwo Asare Bafwe Champong, aka KABA, Ajina Punya, Niesie Nra, Niesie Ne, Ebe Kwakusi Sen, Ewo Asempa, 94.7, KABA, Kasa.
Good afternoon, Accra. Good afternoon, the nation's capital. And good afternoon to you, wherever you are, however you are tuning. Yamahamu Akwaba Diba Ekusi Senso, Wasempa 94.7 with yours truly, Kwadwo KABA. It's a brand new man. The Lord has been good indeed. His mercies endured forever. Shawan Kanche said that journey will be easy. But what he told us, that he will be with us every step of the way. Obrakwantu no Nyankopon Kanche said beya hogno so esanse sa kwantiano. Eso fa edimpa. Nanso so we are na montuo mu ene ye kone ye banyina asafu Yehowa one ye wo ho. Ekusi say na wiensu atena se bia mmidi ni Kwadwo Asare Bafwe Champong KABA. Productions by Dominic Isiebwana na Chumber Manana Kwada Direnji DJ Yayo Bla Alec. Social media visual production assistant so by Inwe Juma Waya. And I am Wahamu Akwaba Diaba Ekusi Senso. From now till 6:30, it's our pleasure to come your way with the best of information. Get you educated. I won't come across all Ghana. Near S3 will move in Biasre. No see about Pemwana Yakramo. Unyamini Asha Bosumi for me, my pie bonnet say, let us say, I fit 2017. Yeah, 1 year Asha Sepano. 1 year in Baby Pa. Ebenezer, baby, Asafu Yehoah, what do you be doing here?
I always take over from KABA when he finishes his show at 6:30, when I also come for announcement. So he introduces me and hands over the console and everything to me to do the announcement. And the way KABA will be introducing me to the show, at least you feel honored and humble. And when I heard the news this morning, and I even telling my wife, she even...
I was the last person from multimedia talk to KABA, Kojo Asarba for a champion. I was out with a discussion at the TV station. When I was about to enter the reception side of the radio, he called me. Kweku, he normally called me Kweku Amankwa, but yesterday he called me, Kweku, can you take me home? I want to go home. And I said, why? It's about time for you to start your job. And he said, no, I'm not working today. I want to go and rest. So my boss, Samirinchi, also said, oh, Kweku, then you have to take him home. KABA didn't sound somebody who is a sick person. We should rush him to hospital. So, you know, our normal routine. This job, people don't understand our job. We sometimes wake up early, chasing stories and all about. So sometimes it's about to start even the job. You need to rest and then think of it before you go on air and do it. So yesterday, my brother, my friend, he was okay to go and rest. So I took him home. We sat in his hall. We have a chat and everything. So all I said to him is I have to go back to work and bring my car back home. Because I drove his car. He drove in. Not a driver. He drove in. And then because of he want to go and rest, he said, let's go home together. So I said, I have to drive you home. We sat down because the wife is not at home. We have a chat and the brother came and then we have everything and I have to come back to work. So this morning, it was a big blow when my boss, Samirinchi, called me that this has happened. So I was at a brewery, out to rush down and then have vivid evidence what happened yesterday when I took him home. So I would say we lost a brother, we lost a family member, and I would say shedding to the family, and especially the wife, who is also, I would say, is a trisomy. Some people will say, in the Bible, they say Holy Spirit, the Father, the God, and the Son. No, the Trinity. But this is not the Trinity. I would say this is brother, wife, and then a brother from another family. We are together. So I would say Val shedding, Ebusuya shedding, multimedia they're shedding.
Well, it is with a very heavy heart that I'm having to do this. This is somebody I was with yesterday. I'm sitting in this chair. And this is where he will host a show. That I'm having to talk about somebody I was with, and he's no more. How time changes and how situations can just turn around. KABA is no more. It's sad. Management of multimedia as FM and wishes to let the whole nation know that yes, for now our hearts are broken. We've lost a real gem as far as broadcasting is concerned. This is somebody who has climbed the ladder as a producer through to hosting such a big show, and he was climbing, ever climbing up. He's just applied to read law and other projects, plenty. We used to say them referred to or Ghanaians, Yamobia shedding, friends, families, relatives, and all. it is well. You know, there is this song I say, when peace is like a river turns our soul, whatever our lot, it is well with our soul. Let's all keep cool. As we say, God knows best, and whatever he does is good. Yeah.
I call him original KABA because of one jingle. He tried to interview this man, and the man said that Kabaya Maishi and Udino no ana. So I tease him with that KABA, original KABA. Nice person, straightforward. I remember I came and said, Sam George says you don't want him on your show again. What's the problem? He said, "Maybe Sam George, my show will be more credible." Inya Sam George, I said, very straightforward, and it's difficult to change him when he takes a decision. So I can only say maybe he was a choleric, straight to the point person, hard-working person. Even in these times, he knew he wasn't feeling too well, but he was still coming to work. I remember him for this. He died on the job.
Supposed to have a one-on-one with him today. That's how shocked I am. And we arranged this last Wednesday. And so when I heard that he was gone on Saturday, I said, no, it can't be true. I'm meeting him on Monday. I mean, how truly bizarre and transient can life be? And this just brings it home, our own mortality to us. If it happened to him, it could be any one of us. Left home in the morning, the next time his wife saw him, he was a corpse. Can you just imagine? You know, so I don't know why we worry ourselves.
The wife of the
If you've just tuned in, we're bringing to you some live pictures from the forecourt of our offices here at Kokomlimli, the multimedia buildings, where we have the 1 week celebration of KABA as he passed exactly a week today. His wife Valentina is coming through this morning, and as you can see, she's totally broken, just like the many of us. That's the late KABA's wife, being brought in this morning for the 1 week memorial of his passing. Totally broken Valentina there, simply can't hold herself. This was so unexpected, and he's gone. We acknowledge the fact that many of you, those who may have known him, those who did not, but have come to know him even in his death, you probably wanted to be here with us. There's still room if you can, but if you cannot, that's why we're bringing you this live coverage so you can be a part of the ceremony here in Kokomlimli this morning, live on JoyNews. It's also live on myjoyonline.com. We're streaming on our other networks on Adom and Joy Prime as well. And the late Kwejo Asaribafo Echampong, we all called him KABA. He was host of Asemper FM's political talk show Ekosi Sen, and he would usually be on air every weekday afternoon from 2 to 6:30 p.m. and on Saturday mornings as well. But as we've come to realize now, he hasn't been on air for the past week. Still coming in are friends and family, people who are associates of the late KABA. Some have come who had not even met him in person, but had heard a lot about him since his passing. They are all here this morning, and you can join us from wherever you are to be part of this 1 week celebration. We'll be touching base. My colleague Komla Adom is on the grounds. He will tell us who is here and what exactly is going to happen this morning. We're bringing to you live pictures from the forecourt of Joy FM. Indeed, the multimedia buildings here in Kokomlimle, and it's exactly 1 week since our colleague, our friend and brother Kwadwo Asare Bafo Echampong KABA passed, and we're observing the 1 week right here. You're welcome to join us on the grounds. We appreciate the fact that you've also tuned in live on television to watch. Shot now is Valentina, that's the late KABA's wife. There are other family members, including his mother, who are all seated at the forecourt of Joy FM. In a bit, we'll tell you exactly how things would happen as we mark the 1 week of the 1 week memorial of the late Kwadwo Asare Bafo Echampong. You can send us your messages. Our social media platforms are activated. Send us your message if there's anything that you want to say to us on the day when we're observing the 1 week memorial of KABA. If you've got something that you want to share with us, you're welcome to do so. You can do so on Facebook, on Twitter as well.
NDC national organizer just arrived, Honorable Kofi Adams. Welcome.
Thank you.
How did you take KABA's news?
I'm still in shock about KABA's death, and sometimes I still think that he's just on a visit and will be back, because never did we expect that such should be happening to KABA at this time. It's been a great loss to us as a country, our governance. His contribution to governance and politics has been monumental. His afternoon show program was a masterpiece, and we will remember him for that.
Some say he's irreplaceable. Others say that, well, yeah, I mean, others say that it's not. What do you think? Is he irreplaceable? Do you think that KABA is irreplaceable?
You see, those days, at his age, you will never think of death. You hardly will think of death. Yes, when you are young, you may go. But when
you're watching JoyNews, it's exactly a week today when our friend, our colleague, our brother, Kwadwo Asare Champong, aka KABA, died. And we're observing the 1 week here in Kokomlemle at the forecourt of Joy FM, indeed in front of all our buildings here in Kokomlemle. And you can join us if you can, but if you cannot, of course, you will not be left out of the celebrations. We're celebrating a life, even though short, well-lived. KABA was 37 years. My colleague Komla Adom is on the grounds. He'll be joining us to tell us what to expect. But Malik is also joining me here on air, really. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah. How have you been holding up?
It's been tough. I don't know who hasn't wept here, and especially given the drama of his passing. Because he's at work, you see him on Friday, and you have conversations with him, and he's that person who is on your face. You can't miss him.
Sure. We will come back and talk more. Komla Adom is ready for us, so we're just going to cross over and find out what to expect. Over to you, Komla.
Sympathizers, come, we mourn and remember the person who is down. And so it is not an event that you expect too much, but it's more of just showing your face, taking a bottle of water with friends and sympathizers. And so we are waiting for all and sundry.
Well, I've seen a few personalities arrive. Do we know who are coming? I've confirmed that they are coming.
Okay, we're waiting for the Vice President of Ghana. Honorable Alan Martin just sent a message through that he's coming, so we are supposed to see him around 10 a.m. I know that Mrs. Giselle Fenidazi just left because she came very early. And so, like I said yesterday, a wide range of personalities. Some of them will not tell you, but traditionally, you don't really need to inform people when you are coming. So we know we are going to see a lot more of them without preempting us. Yeah, so our doors are open to all. I've just mentioned just a few that we are aware. Some will come without informing you ahead of time.
And at what time exactly are we starting from here? Because I've just seen the widow being ushered in. Was she the one we're waiting for? And are we going to start any moment from now?
With 1 week celebrations, like I said, it starts from 6 a.m. and it's through the day. And so people come and people go. So we are ready. You can hear music in the background. And so you can just pass through and show your love to the late KABA.
I'm sure at this going to have the official announcements for the final burial rites. Is that correct?
Sure. It happens on the celebration of the first 1 week. And so by end of today or halfway through, we'll let the public know when we are burying our brother.
Thank you very much, Mark Okrekumante. You just heard there Mark Okrekumante, his programs director in charge of Hits FM. He's just been walking us through what exactly it is that's happening at the forecourt of the multimedia premises. He says people are going to be walking in and walking out, sympathizers, friends, family members, going to be walking in, walking out, essentially commiserating with family and friends and staff of a multimedia group. And then at the end of the day, we will know the official burial dates for the send-off for our brother and friend, Kwejo Asariba for Echampong.
And that's Komla Adom with our other colleague giving us a lot more details as to what to expect. But really, it's open for all. You can join us if you can here on the ground to be part of this. But Malik is also here with me. So that's Mark Okrekumante a while ago talking to Komla Adom. If you've just tuned in while you're watching JoyNews, it's about 19 minutes after 8, and it's the 1 week observation of the passing of Kwejo Asariba for Echampong, aka KABA. He died exactly a week today. Malik?
Yeah, sad one. So before we took Komla, I was talking to Mark. I was saying that I think it's the drama surrounding his passing and the fact that he was in everybody's face. You know, we tend to say that in this country, a lot of us, a lot more people are more political than you would imagine. And because he was hosting a political show, he had interactions with so many people. He was listened to by millions across the country and across the globe because the show is streamed online. And the unique characteristic of the manner in which he hosted his show, the ability to make everyone feel accepted and wanted and respected and valued, the unique ability to give everyone a fair hearing and to ask questions without any tinge of malice, those characteristics made him an outstanding personality. And of course, his physical features made him an imposing figure, and his likability, all of that put together to make him an iconic broadcaster. And for such an iconic broadcaster to die under such dramatic circumstances certainly engenders a lot of pain in many of us. I don't know anyone who works here, regardless of the person's station in this business, who didn't have an interaction with him, because he was there. He talked to everyone. And you know the way we work here, many of us spend far more time here than we spend at home. In fact, many of us spend 2/3 of our time a day in this place than we do elsewhere and at home. So it makes us see ourselves, it creates this feeling that we see ourselves 24 hours a day, because you're always, in fact, there's somebody who, sometimes we tease ourselves, oh, you just go and change and come back. So because of that, everyone saw him. And I had interaction with him on Thursday. And before then, I had conversations with him. I went into the studio, he was on air. Matik Mohammed of the PNC was on air. Theophilus Tetechai, former Blekuma Central MP, was also in the studio. And then Deputy Sports Minister Senam Hajide was also in the studio. And you know how the studio can be very exciting, and they have all this fun and chats and have conversations about their personal stuff and say things that ordinarily those listening would not hear. So I went into the studio and I told him that he should take a break because I wanted to have a conversation with him. And I was stepping out of the office, but I wanted him to appear on the Super Morning show the next day. This was a Thursday.
That's on a Friday morning.
Right, so this was a Thursday, so I wanted him to appear on a Friday. So I went into the studio and told him to take a break. I wanted to have a conversation with him. So he took the break, and then I told him that I wanted him to appear on the show. He asked me time. I said 7:30. He said, "Hey, Alaji, 7:30 there. Okay, I'll come."
Wow.
So I said, okay, I'll send you a WhatsApp with the details. But I mentioned to him, I had written the topics that we were going to tweet on Editors Forum on a sheet of paper. So I just showed them to him. And he said, okay, I'll come. The next morning, he couldn't come. Then he sent me, I called him, he didn't pick up. Then he sent me a text. And if I may just read the text he sent me.
So you got a last text message from him.
So he said, Malik, I apologize profusely. Something came up again. Took madam and daughter to weigh you. Promised it won't happen again. This is a text message he sent me. Because he couldn't come to do the editors for. And then that fateful Saturday morning, I got a call from the producer, one of the producers of the Super Morning Show, Samuel Dami. Abuji, where are you? I said, oh, I'm home. Well, we have bad news. What's it? He said, KABA has passed. And so I just sat down and I said, which KABA? He said, oh, our own KABA. I said, are you talking about KABA, Asempa FM? He said, yes. And I said, Echo C saying, because I kept asking for specificity because, and it was difficult to accept, even though there's just one KABA I know, and this KABA works with Asempa FM. He's the only KABA we have. And I kept asking more questions. With the benefit of hindsight, they didn't make any sense. But one could understand why, under the circumstances, I would be asking the questions that I was asking. And he said, that's it. But Charlie, take it easy. I'm producing the Super Morning Show, so I'm producing news file
on Saturday.
So
it was a hard time even for something. IND on the show throughout.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I came here. Then after the show, when something was rounding up, and it was difficult to accept that this had happened. Yeah. So I went onto the platform, the newsroom WhatsApp platform, and I saw all the conversations. Yeah. And it's people were still saying, no, this can't be. It's not possible. And Araba Kumsin said, oh, I've called his phone. There is no answer. Yeah. And it reminded me of something which happened when Kwamla Dumo died. Kofi Ansah also posted that he had been calling his phone and there was no answer. So when I read Araba's post, I'm calling his phone, there is no answer, and he can't be reached. I said, oh, all over again. Then I left home, and I sat in the car, and my wife said, you tune to Adom FM, let's listen to what is happening. So, and it was inching closer to midday. So I tuned in, and then they were playing all these dirges and all these mournful, sorrowful songs. And then at exactly midday, Captain Smart comes on, and then he greets. And then it was all too discernible from his voice. His voice was shaky, cranky, and if you know the confident Captain Smart, now talking with a cracked voice. And he just said, I have a difficult task, but I have to make this announcement. It's falling on me. And then he uses rather deep chi to announce the death. And at that point, I was just driving. I don't know whether I could see the road well, but I kept driving. And I got here. Everyone who matters at Multimedia was here. Kwesi Chum, the chief executive, Ken Nansa, Sam Talk, everybody, Elvis Crash, everybody, people ordinarily you won't see on Saturday. Yeah, this is just a week ago.
Yeah, it was a day today, really. Yes. Like, just like we're here.
So yesterday in the evening, I was walking and I said to myself, last week by this time, KABA was alive. Yeah. Last week, Friday, by this time, KABA was alive. And nobody close to him ever imagined that today we would be sitting here and planning his 1 week tomorrow. Sad.
Indeed it is. If you have any memories to share, you can go to any of our social media platforms and let us know. We will share it with the entire world. It's a day that we encourage you to, if you can, also pass by. Otherwise, you can stick with us because we're not leaving you. We're bringing you a live coverage of the 1 week memorial of the passing of Kwadwo Asare Bafo Champong, aka KABA. We're taking you back to the grounds.
Bema Ibrahim Mahama, One Najuma Anna Echia. Thank you, Bibi Awabia. We acknowledge your presence and we are so grateful. Kwadwo Asare Bafo Champong KABA. The now da ana yedi yada mo ase odosronko amoko Sudan edi ekyerɛ ni nkranches somsronko amo eda na di ekyerɛ ye ne mo kopim sɛ ye nyina ebeji atum sɛ sɛ sorry fi enedwumedi ase yada obi bia ase masters
Junior, come out the Fubiara, Obuana, Yesu, Kojo Asareboafo Atampo, KABA, and then you're gonna put in Abril. Maybe 48.
So
Hello? Hello?
Yakoso da Masters ACP. Kojo asare ba for champion ne na ohweda ana yedi. Minua ampofo J wa hanum say na abovo. Bibia enam ne kwaso.
Yahudi nkeye. Enso de timi no. Yaka na kese ye.
Why ne kojo asare ba for champion?
Yaka kojo asare ba for a champion. Oye abranti a osi so. Na oye na dwen se obeye adwumaden na yankopon so ato nhyape guso ne nam so ama ne bra asiye no kwini abante ni pri ni moja ni pa ya kasa abante besi so na ordinance inipadua ene na
you that you were not too happy.
No, I didn't really matter whether he did a show or not. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so what does this mean to you?
It's a big shock to me. For a young man of such talents to pass at this young age is a big shock to me. And he was like a younger brother to me. Yeah.
You must have been that close with him.
I was very close to KABA. I was, although we had our differences, I was very close to KABA. Yeah.
Then, imaginably, it would have been a very big shock to you that you've lost such a friend, and the relationship that you shared is lost forever.
Well, yeah, it's a lesson for us all to make sure that we keep our health check daily, you know, because there was no sign that KABA was not well. You know, the only time I noticed that he wasn't well was when he didn't do a few shows, and then I noticed that he wasn't. But before I reached him, he was late. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. So you just heard brother of ex-president, His Excellency John Mahama, Ibrahim Mahama. He's just graced the occasion. He's taking his seat at the moment, and he's been telling us how close he was with the late broadcaster. He says it went beyond, work relationships, and it was actually love. And so we will be getting on there to see if we could speak to a few more people. A few more dignitaries are arriving. We'll be seeing if we could speak to some of them.
Your dad, no, your fire, Brian Adamfo, your boyfriend, your Kate,
Ibrahim, brother, Excellency John Mahama. He's signing that book of contracts. Once again.
And we are so grateful for your time. Inti supu edi yebitwa na afeachino masters abesoso ne mo ansana bekono.
Samre ohwe santen ato a echia na eye adwumawura the CEO of Multimedia na pani a wodi animu a oni owura kosichum echia eye Mr. Quantini or your board member edema the Multimedia Group and na afi yewura kosichum di ho and na Santoxin, one and a COO, Chief Operating Officer, Emma TV, Multi TV, Yaka Adum TV, Yaka JoyNews, Yaka Joy Prime. Now, Mr. Bratimum, and a DHA, and then Finfi also, Eja Abraham, of Camero and Multimedia. It's depending for as and when on Bebano.
Okay, Ibrahim Mahama, so say Wakra or Damunamasi, and a Gugusubi brain to your Kochianso baby. Samson acknowledges the PNC National Chairman, Era Bernard Mona, so Yeka say, or in chain, or Bekayon, Edana CP, Becoswa Dampe in Fwedi, Eddie Achemo, Supo, for Yakoi.
Many thanks, Kofi Adams, for your time.
Good morning.
Well, I have heard you say, for example, that you had a closer relationship with KABA beyond work. How far did that go?
KABA was more like a brother from another mother. We, not from political angle or just from the show, the issues we discussed, the pieces of advice we shared, was what a brother would share with a fellow brother. But naturally, KABA is one person that when something disturbs one, it disturbs him. His feeling for a fellow being was that high. He had such a heart that he felt for a colleague, that when you are in pain, he feels the pain. And so it's easy to have friendship with him. He easily breaks barriers and build friendship. That is why you can see him having friends from all sides of the political divide. MPP, NDC, CPP, PNC, all parties will say that KABA was a friend. You hardly could tell whether he is for this party or that party. He was a fair critic of our governance processes, and for that we salute and celebrate him. If they have stalwarts, senior persons like former President Kufuor, former President Rawlings, former President Mahama, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, all of them at one point or the other say that they are regular listeners of KABA's show. It tells you how his program has impacted positively on politics and governance of this country. He lived a very short life, but he has impacted so much in our governance system. For us Christians, we will say, look at Christ. How old was he? He left us so young, but today his name is the most mentioned name in many, many homes and places. KABA lived such a short life, but I know we will continue to remember him.
Many thanks to you. You just heard Kofi Adams there. He is national organizer of the National Democratic Congress. I will be speaking to Honorable Ricketts Hagan. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. You and KABA, how far did that relationship go?
I consider KABA obviously as a brother, but a brother that I didn't know so closely. Obviously, he invited me a number of times to his program, but each time you come to his program, you feel like you've known him for years. He was such a warm person, and you feel comfortable in his company. Even when he was knocking you on a program, you still feel like he's being fair, because he does the same thing to your opponent as well. So I consider him a national institution. You know, he carved his own niche, and I think the country will miss him. So will the multimedia group and all of us.
So what will be that tribute? What will be that tribute you pay to him on this day, 1 week since he passed? What will be that tribute you pay to his memory?
Well, his life was cut too short at 37 years. I think he was still relatively a very, very young man. And I believe that even in the 37 young years of his life, he had achieved more than people could achieve in a whole lifetime, which is a 70 plus. And I think his work is done. Otherwise, the good Lord will not take him away from here. And I hope that he will be in the Almighty's own bosom until the day we all meet again. And God bless him. And may the good Lord...
ago, we went to a restaurant and we ate together. Since then, we never met again. All to be told a week today that he's gone. In fact, the pain is something
Thank you very much, Superintendent Kofi Sapon. Now, yeka say yeni abema kojo asariba for a champon. Na busu openi eye openi kwaku say ababedru eye ase. Eko na busu openi kwaku say ababedru a. Afei Apostle Dr. David and so every Amansan radio ya woba said ye can say adia to woni enyewa now you know oba besi o manemu Amansan radio for name sine Apostle Dr. David benefo and abedru ha sabre watch ya no multimedia adwumayfo a wa ha nyina mpenifo se mmaso nte se momra metna se wu radwom no a obenkum so red canopy na wo ho no wu radwom no a obenkum so red canopy na wo ho no ye hia staff ni nyina se mo betena se ye ka sei dwumadi a ye die ye na wotwe da ye nuanmu a ewo emonten so achichi ne benche ye tie ye live ewo adom 106.3 and afi asempa 94.7 yera Ibrahim Mahama said ye wu se wababechia no abusua ye se enwansene ni hwekura na oprepra ne nsem o se ade ato abusua ni na yesu a yesu enye ne suo no nko a ena ye de beye yie no nemom ye behia ano ne ni ade a ye de ebesososo ahoho eso eno nti ora Ibrahim Mahama se ye de kakra bi 10,000 Ghana cedis enko enfama abusua ene empanimfo na momfa mpebresuo bi ema ahoho a eba no eye beje nti yada na sidada sabre openi
yo makwara menso me da wase mbeni se atu ya shemuti na bagoro ngo wansa sabre yada yam papa yenua ye wofa ne emre bia Ibrahim Mahama se esrem se jata nana ona na waye sa akire wirin masamunofi adwo asamkasi fan honti na wabotiri yaje tira da baka asam babi akire mama yamma piaw ya genti ya da nasi ya da dofo ne aka dofo nyina da se ya mamu nyina monu yo mama yeko wabra yenu ya berma kwadwo esare baafo achempon de na kwa tupuma twere ho na dofo ne aka dofo nyina edi tiri na wotwi mbene so oten ne otenten koma bonten a wontira sine kra tenten sare se akokote ne kokobu onyina bosu apan ne kokonti oda ibra da tu ya shemuti na bagoro wansa ya mama nyina monu yo mama yeko damase mu ya moja henwa ya mama kwa aba henwa mu ya moja brawo ya mama kwa aba brawo mu ya moja nya dan so ya mama kwa aba nya de adofo ne aka adonfo enne mo da ba bebu ani ye chiri ye nua beri man na watwe no aya na yere ne na bosuafo okunafo anenemba ne papa abosua ne mame abosua wo fi atem kwa bebirim o se mpetitire ku ahombo atuduro abraham yakwa no mena ko se chia wosoa woroben ofi etitwira fo kuchideku bu atia na na wiansa so kontun kono kono ri asafo ofori na na ma wore sika to mpan na mtatai ya mamo nyina mo no yoda mase papa damase o se na watwe mponi na de yi na nkasa bedo so ya mamo nyina mo no yo na na mo sere mo fu ya mo ba ya ka sere ma na ye ponko chini na nanom na ndom na nanom bamba nkura mpong na nanom awote ba ngoma so mbenisi wa mama kwa aba wate damase na nanom bron fu ya mo ba ya ka bron anani oponga je njengu na nanom benisi wa mama kwa abo na nanom zema fu aba zema akotoko akani akabia na nanom amonu hu akaka ayen kayenzu na nanom benisi wa damase o mfante bora mfante amunde ebunu ho dan oduma kuma da bejo so na chini abua mai bo wate tu aduro fa ko ba akoto amoye chepa momono yo damase ogwa akoto wire odan mbunga no aduasa wani apem kwen obaye aduasa de ni wanye obi benin se wadamase wate wo mom nyina mono yo damase na nanam nkranfu ya na yetema asase so ya na yedidi enua bereman na watwe ya kankran na ni amogi na nanam asiedu kateke na nanam wani wose kete belema wanya walo anangme anate anangme nyanye alo banyeba ya mamo nyina mono yo damase na moya na nanam odwabenfu amaba ya ka dwaben na ya katewa nambre mbonga sumegum pepuani menko ayukubushia muhine pese na nanamai ayukubushia muhine pese na nanamai mona mudi de kodum subin wie kora be asa ante koto kuma pembaba o te kokko su gwara kokko su na nanam mona maya sa achiro konfodo me na jere nsam na opem dia ba na burutaso mbanesi wo mammo yo mama kwa aba wate ya ka sante dia na ne ofenso Otiaka and Tanana Mamudi Yadrinato, my bio, as Ante Mampon Quantunjin, Dabrabu, Hiakuma, Kaka Motobia, Mofresron, Equia Mani Ampon, Yesa Hina Mani Ampon, and now what Yakubum Yamantata, my be Wate, my be Amekum, Aquasa Bedampong, Nanam, my bio, Nanam, when I feel by Yaka, Chaibo, was Yoja, one was it Devin Manyaku, a Comania de View, Vanessa, what the Masawati, my be Oko, Okofo. Or Mansa, so come with your memoir, could the Aben and another what he wants to the Abenquang, one way in Contum and Quanunga Peningo, Benis or Mamina Monoyo, or day. None of them, madam, for Beko Banji too. Necessary Abem to Bantin a set of former yedding. I'll go to one and go into when him, Epping for bomb, Jinny Yapimo.
Abrofo se woyam biribi bese gutumpengma wo friend den
bena man kan even die
you Ghana man yahwade wo frem na odei ampofo afei ne yedu bum ankasa na ka chira o ka chiri wo anto enchiri mu oye singanti amaba wa makura na KABA osisi birisi ni owuru kosonko ni adofo piesie twie ne brempon kokko kese a wayedu fochi sansenku sa kwantimfi demri fedio die ni amani hunu sabe se nkran atwe ene ekuyapem mamfia kote se wohia wo odinti ne se ekuyapem fu benu me fi obusuma se esante makotoko opom de nananoma wode metma kachim ya anuma ekoti beti mogwan basayira ode ekuye samuya nananoma wonum demreku ene eburifu amaba eburi inkunkrenkuya nanansa omanga wati krotia wen omang ofe patapaaji mang nananum kuchire kuya wama okwanwe edo wore mo madamre fadie mamponkontonchi da mrobuye hia kumei ya anuma wonti ya won ya no so wonan kroma empaboya krochia ufuro bepo ofuro wantam bepo san wantam bepo nananum da ti okubi nanamwe adia tonkra mangani ene bunu mangani ntimumro baby amuwo bia mumra meboya na ne asem kasiasi onipa petu po krochi abansesi odoto asem odoto wo su biri enti sani amini an kan yenuanom a eye enzema kotoko enzema no ye kotoko sanse woni esantefu na no wakubom tinye ma won kotoko won pia gu won achi no se enzema kotoko ano esamang ne aka ojedom ama chachawa ewa odikan eye mankrado gomuya ogwa
we will gather. Heaven knows how we will gather. We know we will.
ɛhyɛ yɛn bo ansa na yɛbɛma kwan na band no wɔgyegye yɛn taataa yɛretwɛn mpanyimfo bebree a wɔbɛba ha enti nana ɔdɛe ampɔfo afei na maba nsɛm na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛwɔ hɔ na aka aso a ɛbɛtie nti mene me nua ɛsiri fi danko amoya nana
yo mpanin sɛ yɛtu yɛhyɛ mu ti na bɛgoro no anso aso nso wɔ ɛte sɛ sɛ wokyimkyim a na atɔro maakora abɔso baa na mogya pae
mo appeal ma yɛ mama mfo aso nte sɛ yɛwura Bernard Mona ɔyɛ PNC dwamkyerɛni aba bɛduru ha nti abusua yɛ anoma na akɔ aba ma yɛ afei owura Charles Sam so aba bɛduru ha Die Hard Supporters Union sɛ deɛ ɔmo sisi ne yɛ nnua ɛbɛma kɔdwo asarebafoɔ ɛkyampɔn kabateɛ no na adeɛ nti sɛ asi a na wɔso ɔmo ba de ɔdɔ ɛbɛbɔ ɔdɔ mu yɛni abɛma kaba ɛwɔ abusua kɛseɛ mmienu ne maame ɛne ne papa abusua wɔn atena ase abusua ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛyɛ multimedia abusua owura kwasi twum atena ase nti multimedia adwumayɛfoɔ no yɛn nso yɛyɛ abusua nti yɛmmra mɛtena yɛwura kwasi twum akyi kama na adɔfoɔ ne ba yɛagye nkyia no ama no ayɛ fɛ yɛwura rexoma enso ababedru ha na yɛwura kwasi twum atena ase kabase memfa adwumtuo yi mu enka se memfa hwɛ agofo ma yɛnkɔ
yo yɛwura kwasi twum awuro yamamo ne yo
melas Kabase ne last year no de da hoye areho Melasia na me de da way Melasia na me de da way obra for ba me wie ni o Melasia na me de da way Melasia na mu mi nei Melasia na mu we ora me swa na se mosa ni mo di krao Kasapre ya de hudro obredu ni akwantuo ebo ni je ni abrewo ni gina ba ye ne yakabia na mededa we kabe ebreba me ye obi ase kasapre ya de hudro obredu ni akwantuo ebo ni je ni abrewo ni gina ba ye ne yakabia na mededa we my premier pichu and you know premier budi adopu musu budi abusia ye ni obeye obe ma mesu akro elasia na mededa we premier pichu and you know premier budi adopu musu budi abusia ye ni obeye obe ma mesu akro elasia na mededa we abusia kane asante manta musu afro former Ashanti regional minister former managing director of State Housing Company former KFA mayor Urasa Monsapo ene nampuma obetia Chemu eno ani no atamfo na wo omobro owe se die bisi na ono wa bari won tri koto won si bi reme ni mo predu won si won trasio se die opemia na mayeda we
Nana Chubrefa and now what in the penny for Ato Santene, our Babetiano. Nana Chubrefa or say Chubrefa, Nana Wadama. Masari Mani Mikuma, one who may be a more macramo, or Bravo Bamaria Mamudia, when I may buy a Bessia. PPP, Progressive People's Party, Penimposo, Edin Anonymity.
Microphone check.
But too many of me who are Martin in Dam, Pandai and Marshall Gani.
I'm for J.
Majority chief whip.
Well, PPP, Amanyo Kuno, and Sumpay for Ira Mutala Mohammed, the General Secretary. Ira Kofi Asamoah Sian, your Policy Director, Mike Egan Jr., a Greater Accra Regional Chairman, and Mrs. Ajua Ghana, so PPP's Women's Wing, and Emmanuel Ofe, PPP Volunteer Coordinator. Yadamasi for your presence. Majority Chief Whip. Yakoso acknowledge Obibia or Biada was so constant Kuso, so Abaka Hose, nay, Kwaja Sariba for a champion Kaba.
Yeniaba Valentina, now Ebusia, Ewaha, Ayenina, Yesu, Abomo. Out of what, say, what to any Eko Yabro saying one who see a signboard, Kasibi Esiho, signboard no, Echino. Books of condolence no ewo ho
e bia ngoma mu ho
untimi emma me sign bia e kwan wo ho ye wadofo bi so a ye nue to fo mo omo aboa yen asoso yasena ba besi enedey ye ntimi modin ni nyina wa ha nyankopon enhiro bi bia watu sa na mo no na won so a e bia enedey wo wa komapa so be ye bibi e de aboa abusua titiw obakunafo ye ma
Well, Kachiman Senior High School is on a Koja Saribafo, on only Joseph Koja Saribafo Champion, on a post school. The year group, no, one also Abase and they some SCSA actual year ultimate. What do you want? By year group, one also senior, one also has. Kasona ene
yo sabire nyina mpani se atu ahyem ti na bagorongo ansa oso ba na manya pai se no hene kasamba ba ne mpani so wakasa no se kaba sabe ya wakasa kaba so ye wonsu o se ne wonga batena se sabe mpanga bia sa pata wonga bonkongo o de ase nyina la na te so wakasa mpa be kire busuan mpanga na ma ne okurafo okura sam 200,000 na wade 2,000 10 bucks. Yo, 10 bucks of Abensio. The American one will you could have as Abensio 10 bucks. I ain't about Mamma money, you're the master, papa, mamma, papa, a dophony, a carduma sabri, you know, a better mark about it. I'm a bit yawa. Okuna fo and my busian, Waga of Yatim, by Waga of Yak, another mamma, another woman, you're the money, I said,
Casapraco. And so, one of other just from Quedi, as a preparation to the bonus. Ricky are not, and so that's Ricky, not Masters.
Sabri Masters, and that's why you'll be a job. Who may be some Masters? I won't have to I get to the you'll be a job. Thank you. We know we will.
Honorable Martin Dam. Honorable Martin Dam. Majority Chief Whip.
We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will.
Chief Protocol Officer for the Vice President, and Abedua,
what the Babusian for. Anybody does, I just said any. One way now you're a fee. One way is one. So, better that.
We know we will.
FM so. Sempa FM so. Power TV so. Maybe be a wobiano. And then you have a Makojo Asari Bafo, a champion, KABA. Now watch that.
Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia could not hold back his emotions as he eulogized the late Ekosi Senghor when he visited the Multimedia Group office to sign the Book of Condolence. For him, a truly professional journalist and a great affable friend has departed.
This is a very sad day. The chief executive, management, and staff.
Also for Bombay, we when she last up Sabin Bangadiasa, Asambaba, also for whatever ma.
That was it. Pachobi Primester say, Yene Wahina and Pedi Mokakrana. Yemfejumedino and share a radensa. I didn't ask you to for an opinion so yadawasi. Wa ufatasi dawasi or adienine musene was a makan. Say adienine muyemfa and I say a mount. Asa and I will pay our yeneuradi yes Christo, it didn't move away on. Yadawasi, Nyaope and Waye. Say what one sa afre yenua yeba yekunu yadamfo ejumamuni kojo asare bafo e champon say omedjeno ahome ewo wonchen yada wase efri say wakoa eto ofom no wabo abusua ho ban wabo eyire ene eba ho ban wabo eja ene ena ho ban wabo adwumayefo nyina ho ban efri adwuma panyine so ebesi enketo aso ene ye kai na wotwida wakoa kojo asare bafo e champon ofa no ekọ asomdwe mu no ye kwati wa yentimi anya hwenti ana sese ebo din ebo mpa yese nyame tumfo fa dwumadi a yehia ne edi nyina domum ehye waso amrase na urade edomo a efri akirikyiri ene benche ebe nyina so wabo bia ho ban ede na beduru asomdwem yempa ibone se emaye nti se obi ya na dwene se woba KABA na wotwe abechia ebusua ene adwuma mu mpanyimfo no abechia amane anase nkwanhia udin ene yesre sema ene dai enye edapa mayen na eda ebusua ebehye se ebeye yie no so odu tumi kesensa atoso na dan ewie du sɛ yɛyɛ yie no a wo a yɛkwatu a yɛntimi yɛ hwee no waka yɛn ho so yɛhyia ha yi awurade wo nsɛm ɛna ɛde obi biara a wayɛ hye ma wabasa ɛnyɛ kɛseɛ na wo tumi ɛne hene na ɛbɛyɛ ɔbɔnefoɔ no agyi n'atuo ɛwɔ saa bere mu deɛ de wobɔgya ne si ano kwan awurade yɛda wase da biara yɛbusa wo a woyɛ nti ɛnɛ nso yɛnim sɛ wo ne yɛbɛdi ne yie ɛwɔ yɛn awurade yesu kristo edin mu amen.
Odi amaye na ọsọfọ ewe ni sẹyìn no sẹ yewura ọmọ ayọwọ adeɛ ɛne mpanyinfoɔ bi a ɔmo firi ɛnubifo akakye ɛna ɔmo ate asi. Ajia of PNC, right? Ajia LED yewura ɔmo ayọwọ adeɛ ɛnim CPP. Yɛsrɛ mo yɛnuanom a ɛfiri nsɛntro nnwumakuo ahodoɔ no yɛhu sɛ bebree aba sɛ wohwɛ ne yɛn acknowledge wa wei ɛnyɛ adeɛ biara yɛn nyinaa na yɛn ho aka na watia yɛn nan so wadaroma obi wɔ nom a w'ani tumi bɔ no so wobɛhu an sɛ afa w'ani so ɛnti yɛsrɛ mo a bibini a.
Well, GNTV Media Group also from Group Indium, we acknowledge your presence. Damasisa Musumwa Musumbebo Enchebia Ebusianfo everybody begyina ha ɛne yɛdi nkɔmmɔ no titiw ne ne fapem nyinaa no bɛkɔ akɔgyina nsɛm baako mmienu bi so a ɛbɛma yɛho bere a pɔtee a yɛde di dwuma kɛseɛ a ɛnɛ ato yi
sɛ GN group foɔ no yɛnua na nafiankɔ na ɔdi
ɔmo anim a
ɔmo akyia no nti na deɛ wɔ
ɔdi ahenkan nso yɛda no ase
ɛnneɛma a yɛapagya abɛsi anim ha yi yɛnua bɛma ɔdi ahenkan of Peace FM ɛna sɛ yɛnua no afirim yɛn nyinaa ne yɛsu nso so a yɛsu no ɛka wɔ akyire nti yɛmfa wei ɛnsoma hɔhoɔ no ɔdi ahenkan nyankopɔn nhyira wo yie papaapa
yɛda no ase so for the presence Elder George Dako abusua kasamafoɔ abɛka yɛn nsa wɔ ha Elder ɛda ase pii yɛgye adi sɛ wobɛbɔ yɛn nkɔmmɔ a yɛn nyinaa yɛakoma bɛtɔ yɛm kasafidie ne da hɔ
ago nananom abamu mpanyimfoɔ a ɛwɔ ha asɔfoɔ a ahyia wɔ ha abusua ne mpanyimfoɔ nyinaa anɔpɛ yɛn nyinaa kuma aboto san sɛ kwadwo afiri mu nanso ɛwɔ nyame nsɛm ne sɛ nti abusua ɛde nyame asɛm akyekye yɛn werɛ yɛma mo nyinaa akɔ aba yɛhwɛ dɔm a moaba a nea moayɛ no yɛni asɔ yɛda mo nyinaa ase papaapa afei yɛsan da yɛnnua yɛn papa kwasi twum multimediafoɔ nyinaa yɛhwɛ mmɔden a moabɔ a yɛho adwiri yɛn nti yɛda mo ase ansa na yɛde ayie no ho yɛbɛto dwa no yɛwɔ mpanyimfoɔ a wɔyɛ ayie no nti mɛbɔ mmɔden na mayi kakra kyerɛ na afei no akyi no yɛde ne aka toa so yɛwɔ yɛn nana ansa kwaw the fourth akwamu adumasa hene ɔno ne ɔpanin a ɔte ayie so a ɔyɛ ayie yi ne nena ɛna ɔda fam yi afei yɛwɔ ɔsɔfoɔ Henry Kwasi Amoa AME Zion Church retired ɔno nso ne nena ɔde na kwadwo tena ne nkyɛn fie nyinaa.
Well, I mean, our first choice would be that, you know, as I say, customary, we loaned our royal to the nation to come and work. So if he's finished his work, ideally he'll come back home to come and rest. So that's what we are still deliberating. There isn't much customary. It's the same old procedure. We need to go through the grieving periods and pay particular attention to the widow and then the child. You know, pay particular attention to them. Make it as soft as we can. I don't know how, but make it as soft as we can for the widow and the child. And, you know, give him a befitting send-off. So at least his work on earth, you know, will not have been a waste. That's what we are trying to do.
what are some of the key lessons you'd want young people from the Dumasa area to draw from his life?
Humility. Humility. You know, everybody's talking about how diligent he was with his work, which is super. Very diligent with his work. But I think that character that's drawing everybody here is his humility. His ability to deal with those at the top and those at the bottom. You know, with no airs and graces. And that's how come everybody, from presidents, chiefs, pastors, from far would come and pay their last respect. So I want us all to take that aspect of him. His level of humility was something else.
Thank you very much. So you just heard me speak there with Nana Ansakwao IV. He is the paramount chief of the Edumasa traditional area where the late broadcaster Kwejo Asare Bafo Ichampon hails from, we are told. And as you know, we are marking the 1 week since the passing of the late KABA. And we are told that in a few minutes, His Excellency the President, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, will be coming here to pay his respects to the fallen broadcaster. As and when we get feed that His Excellency the President has arrived here, we will bring that live to our viewers. But as you can see from everything that's happening here, individuals from the political space, the clergy, traditional leaders, family and friends, everybody that matters have gathered here just to mark the 1 week commemoration since the passing of the late Kwejo Asare Bafo Ichampon. We all affectionately call him KABA. And from what happens here today will determine when we will give him that final send-off. We are told that at the end of today's event, we will know when the send-off dates for the late broadcaster will be. So we're still here. We try and get a few people to speak to. You see traditional leaders, you see family, you see friends, you see clergymen, every individual that matters in the political space. We will be speaking to a few more people. Speaking to some of the clergymen to find out what this means. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Can you just introduce yourself to us?
I'm Reverend Francis Obey-Mensah, founder and general overseer, Mount Moriah Pentecostal Church.
From the perspective of clergymen like you, how do you reckon family, friends, close associates with people who depart, like KABA, for example, how do we deal with this?
What I will say is that we have to take consolation from the Word of God. When you read the Bible, the Word of God tells us that we are strangers here on earth. This is not our final destination. So as a pastor, I want to tell the whole world, the family, the wife, and fellow workers that our brother is resting in the Lord. Is resting in the Lord. He is 37. So many will say, gone too soon, what a shock. But what I want to, based on the Word of God, to tell our viewers is that it doesn't matter your age when you depart from the earth. But what matters is what you have been able to accomplish for the Lord. Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ died at the age of 33 years. If were to be today, we will say the same thing. At the age of 33, he was able to fulfill all his mission on earth. So at the age of 37, though died young, but with all what we are seeing here, we can confidently say that he has really served his Lord, he has served his country, and he has served the people of Ghana. Based on this, we can hopefully say that the Lord will give him a resting place.
Many thanks to you. Briefly, we know KABA was a journalist. He had a political show. He interacted with many politicians. You are a man of God. What's the link, the relationship?
Oh, the link was that I was a preacher at multimedia, Asampa FM, every Sunday. So I'm part of them. And, well, I have to come and mourn with the family event, the family also. So that's why I'm here this morning.
What are the lessons you want young people of God to draw from his life? We understand he was a very God-fearing individual. Beyond that, what are the lessons you, as a man of God, will want young people to draw from his life?
Oh, as a young man of God, you know, as the Bible says, Hebrews 9:27 is appointed for a man to die once, and after that, judgment. So everybody must be ready at any time at all.
Many thanks to you. So you had some preachers there who, from the clergy, they've come here to also sorrow with us, and they've just been giving some words of consolation to friends, family, and staff members of the late broadcaster to console all of us and to just encourage us in these very trying times. Once again, we'll have to remind our viewers that in a few minutes, His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is expected to come here, sign the book of condolence, mourn with us, and so as and when we get feed that he's coming, we'll bring that to our viewers right here.
Now, the date, the family members have decided that on the 15th, 16th, and 17th, Kwajo will be laid in state on 15th, and then the burial service and the burial will take place on 16th. And then December 2017. Then Sunday, Thanksgiving service will follow. Then we end everything. We thank you all very much. The way you've been able to sympathize with us. In fact, it's amazing. The MPs and all the dignitaries, we thank you very much. You've done your best. This shows that we have been able to live with Kwajo peacefully without any problem. We thank you very much. On this note, Yananum Sanya Yakano, Nana Ansa Kwa the fourth, Otia Jum, Amani Wawe Wansano, Etinana Sokran in some, Nsu Yankwa, Naka Biasa, Okran in some, Doko. Create no aduasa. Ama no anye. Na ye nyina yemfa ngu yefunu pam. Na yemfa ni na awotwe no. Na fe wasrem na na so osrem. Bia wo ayede bia wonsi ho kwan. Wabu enwoma nso ato ho. Opasa wo tro bibi kakra fa kwadwo ho. Na daacha ya abakwasem a. Eno so wabu krata na to ho. E wo mensa benkum so ha ya. Panyufo na aba ni nyina betumi akọ na wakotro bibi kakra. Adi ahye nua no anu onyam etimi bagina ha na kakra ya de tum anim no sa fe yebue ayina no nti obia bibia wo obia no betumi na waye na wo de aboa ye yedam ase na nadam ase na na mfum dam ase na na osai dam ase panyimfo ni nyina dam ase papa na ntim jakari so fo HK amoa ne dom ni nyina Valentina ne na busua yedam nyina ase Nyame onhyira mu nyina amen.
Abusua kasamafo ede atudwa Elder George Dako yedanase Nyame ede chen ya eda abusua age atum se eyikese beba so the 15th, the 16th and 17th of December busumia yebesimia de de toso edunum edunsia ana edunsun misisubiem on the 15th of December 2017 na Kojo KABA the year kese no Abeku Santana me say what would the AM mpanyimfo bi anim specialized hero fori despite group and kasanso afei mpanyimfo a wono ka ho nyina no that wanna say peace wanna be kind one despite group of companies Yera Kojo Alan Tremantin Trade Minister, and so Abekainsa, I want to say Yera Kojo, Alan Tremantin, Trade Minister, and so Abekainsa, Asantia, Eddie Nanim Kaino, despite group of companies. And to her, Abeku Santana, Eddie Omanim, and I'm penning for me and Bishop Horn, no rap, I'm a special eyes, and so Eddie special group, and now Ora of Paris Sapon. East Legon. Executive Club. Okay. And another dasi. There's a Yera Lunch Martin Kawan. David. Oh, David Mr. Okay. Yera Lunch Martin. East Legon Executive Club Wono enso na echia ewo ho no yera lanche mate so di so ewo ho ye do na so nkokra
na
Matthew Nyindam ono so ase se wabechia na abusua enje ne so na afei ontimi se kwan
kwamna yemo aposifo no aba so omo abɔ adwuma ne papa migiri yie se adwuma pa omo ahyase no de bɛkɔ awie pa nyankopɔn ɛka omo ho die na class media group say the kan say o mabechia na yenua ba Valentina enso ede abusuan mu bi no nana
papa
waka say
yeda nyame asese ene edru na wotwe aye pese yenua yedi na wotwe na class media group eho na yenua Valentina a oyokrafo no yene no eye adwuma enunti ekame aye se anopa bia kwadwo a mene na ye adwuma pen ewo multimedia eba besi ne ho kani eba ye nso no ya boy ho modern se ye ne abusua no akwa ba bepem enne enunti se abese ye sane nkonwa enya ade a ye betimi atwe ye ho afri muda ebi se ya hyase se na wie ye ebekọ a yɛne ɔma na bɛkɔ na wie enti yɛkita nsɛm sika kakra yɛde ma busua sɛ ɔmomfa nsesa ɔmo nkonwa na megyiri sɛ mmere a abusua ahyɛ no me nso mede bɛkɔ akɔto class media group anim na sɛ duru hɔ a yɛbɛba abɛyɛ no sɛnea yɛbɛyɛ no pɛpɛɛpɛ ama so ani ampɔfoɔ gye
nana
kwabra
nyankopɔn ɛnhyira wo yie paa Richmond Boama SCB. Yenue ese obaye okra nsem 200 Ghana cedis.
Bishop ya ousu ansa enso pese one na sofo ede nsa to nsa yembre ti sei nyebra ede. Bishop ya ousu ansa enso akwanya beto Bishop ubehu se santi bi ba as a bishop ya ousu ansa. Ye papa ye bibia no wa ha. Osha nyene na yebeda ne di
asofo mpanimfo a mo multimedia ha
asofo titru pa
asofo SKD di ani mo na asofo eje
eti wona echia
na bishop enso edi so asofo eja usu asofo mpanimfo awoche ay daughters we are the last daughter
the last one
the last daughter is it Edna
the last one in
it Edna
last one in
Debbie.
So middle one.
Win a soon.
On a last one.
Yes.
Okay. Also, here. Benis, why a crowd on patrol? Masters Band, GPR2 National Chairman. Also, Wadaroma, Oma Omusu, Yadasi P. Also, Yasaka, also, Womadia Odiamai, Yadasi P. GPR2 National Chairman, Yadasi Masters. My cradwa.
Yo, send a kanka masters. One of our will fit up the pay as some can see anticipated on Abedia. And another my busian upon the Mamina Mabaha. Montama Sunamontia said to me. Na Sabem Pangadia sa. And you'll be a penobanti, a sim bintin on Abedia. Tis one young was soon went to say to me. Na Sabem Pangadia said, I made a cancano. Na as a baba what on Tamayefe, to Apam Cabasa, and was a Cabao Mobrazia. And in Timomiete, sounds one body obey, and as I hear the abbey, where we appear, was a young Aquapem for
Many thanks to you, sir, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we know for many of you politicians, this loss is such a great one. How do you reckon other upcoming journalists in this political space can emulate the kind of life KABA lived professionally and out of the job?
Well, my advice is that we all need to have a reflection on exactly the type of broadcaster that KABA was. Try and distill his unique characteristics and use that as the basis for sending a signal to the younger ones who are now coming into the profession. For me personally, in my encounter with him as a politician and a broadcaster,
one unique characteristic that I could identify with KABA was the fact that he was a very constructive interviewer when he had a chance to have an encounter with you. Constructive in the sense that he would come across as someone who is genuinely interested in helping you to put across your message. So there is no undercurrent of an intention to embarrass you. Secondly, he did his homework. And because he did his homework, he could engage you in a substantive way that allows you also to come out well in your interview. He was very, I would say, passionate about his job. And that, I think, is also important, an important lesson for the younger ones to understand, because unless you have passion, it is difficult to become an excellent person in whatever you do. And maybe last but not the least, he found a very interesting way of bonding with almost everybody, regardless of political persuasion, age, religion, or ethnic bias. You know, so I think that he was one of the finest.
You must have been at the receiving end of some of his tough questions. You must have been at the receiving end of some of his tough questions. Did you feel vilified at the time when he was putting these questions to you?
No, but that's what exactly I explained. All the things that I've said explains or answers the question that you are putting to me. That because of all the things, the characteristics, and what he consciously does to keep you as an interviewee at peace, you know, even if he posed tough questions, it came out across as a constructive, you know, way of engaging you. So, I mean, I never found him to be going out of his way, you know, to create a challenge or a problem for you.
Final tribute to him on this day. Final tribute to him on this day.
Well, KABA, I would say that you're gone too soon. You will be dearly remembered and missed by all of us on the airwaves in Ghana. But we know you fought a good fight, and we believe that the good Lord will keep you in his bosom.
You just heard the Trade and Industry Minister, Alan Kudu-Tremantin. He's just been sharing with us some of, you know, the fond memories that he's had with the broadcaster. We are still counting down to the arrival of His Excellency the President in a few minutes. We are told he will be joining us in a few minutes. So as and when he does, we'll bring it to our viewers.
No
Nyankopɔn Israel pii Benis ansa ogusu onyanwie obeto ba ko mienu bi aka ho ansa Benis ansa beto ba ko mienu bi aka ho ansa na wakona ansa na no KABA 1999 year group a oni omo eko Techiman Senior High School omo se omo kro omo sem 12 boxes of bottled water a omo de emma ebusua na fe 4 crates of malt enti na de ewo mu no sabre wo hwa yewra Franklin Kujo Imani Ghana wono ena wapie dwemu a wone ne mpanimfo mba betia no yesremo se ochia wi a eno nti ena nkonwa ne yahyehyɛ ekobunkum so kɔ no ho a ne fa so yahyehyɛ ekɔ no ho a no yempese amanfo be nanti edwane mfimfin mpanimfo wa ha madaroma yesi benyansafo yebu no be yenka no asem na yera osai kwame despite ene mpanimfo bi ba betia ye na wakyerɛ sɛ enyuma no dɔɔso kwantu bi kura so da nanim ɛno nti abeku santana wɔ ha wada ma yate sɛ ɔpanikɛsi atenteso ato anum ma yɛnsa ɛnka wɔ ha Assemblies of God General Secretary Professor Yao Superintendent Yao Frimpon Manson ababedru hanom sɛ madama moma ɔpani akɔ abama yɛn ɛna afei GJA Ghana Journalists Association Omo a General Secretary Ora Kofi Eboa enso ababedru a yesre mpanimfo no ba panimoti na so na yama omo akwaba afei vandals Commonwealth Hall for a University of Ghana ɛhɔ ɛna yɛ nua bɛma kɔdwo asarebrafo kɔdwo asarebrafo ɛchampo KABA na ɔwɔ sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo ba na ɔmo nso ɛba bɛkyia enti biribi wɔ hɔ nom a na ntɛmpa ma wɔn yɛn nsa ka yɛ nua bɛma bɛku santa na bɛka yɛn nsa yi deɛ na deɛ ɔpɛni kɛseɛ ato n'anim no abe
Nana Penny a wotie adwam mpanifoɔ ne abusuafoɔ the Chief Executive Officer of Multimedia Group ɛyɛ Owura Kwesi Chum aban mu mpanifoɔ Ministers of State the media fraternity Ghana ade ato yɛni ɛnɛ sɛ muhu Santin Dompemo a yabepie mu wɔ ha na ɛyɛ despite group of companies special group of companies ɛne East Legon Executive Club na ɛba no dani ɛyɛ Owura Dr. Osekwame Despite ɛne Dr. Ernest Ofori Sapo ɛkamea sɛ adwada multimedia ɛtena ase sɛ wɔyɛ nkaeɛ som ɛde ama yɛnua Kwadwo Asarebafoɔ Echampon yɛ managing director ɛyɛ Owura Father Dixon ɛne yɛnuanom a ɛwɔ Peace FM UTV OKFM ɛne Despite Group no ɛto santene ɛbaeɛ ɛne mobɛsomyɛ ɛnɛ ɛna ɛyɛ na wɔtweda sɛdeɛ amammerɛ nhyehyɛ teɛ sɛ abusua atena se na yɛbɛyɛ yɛnua no ayie ho nhyehyɛ yɛbaeɛ a Owura Osekwame Despite ɛne Dr. Ernest Ofori Sapon sɛ mundue na ɔno nso ndue ade ato nyinaa yɛni ɛnsono aburonku na ɛsono dɔkononko multimedia Despite group of companies ɛne radio darumonyum a ɛwɔ Ghana ha nyinaa ɛyɛ adwuma baako sɛ yɛsom ɔman sɛ yɛnam kaseɛbɔ so ɛto nkratoɔ na KABA ɛyɛ yɛnua prɛko pɛ tɛsa no a wɔte no sɛbe ɛhɔ ɛna Despite group of companies ne headquarters wɔ enti yɛfie hɔ deɛ ɛyɛ KABA ne fie sɛdeɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛnim no Chairman General Kwame Sefakai ne nyɔnko prɛko pɛ ɛne KABA enti KABA ewuo yi ana mfirimu yi ɛbɔ yɛ pusa menemo ka sɛ yɛ managing director Owura Father Dixon saa berɛ korɔ no a na ɔno nso ɔmaame awu saa berɛ korɔ no a nso na yɛn nso yɛ DJ Bosco ɔno nso ne yere afim enti ɛkamea sɛ na wɔtwe ɛyɛ awerɛhoɔ ne dwadwoɔ ɛne yɛn nyinaa yɛdi ɛwɔ Despite group of companies saa na ɛkɔ so nso wɔ multimedia enti Owura Osekwame Despite sɛ wɔntumi ntena ne to so ɛwɔ mu sɛ ne nnwuma dɔɔso deɛ nanso adeɛ tɔ ɔbaakofoɔ ani a ɔbaakofoɔ yi ɛno nti ɔne ne nuanom ɛyɛ East Legon Executive Club foɔ ɛnso aba a yɛwɔ yɛ anodi sɛm a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde to dwa
abe medase ɛnhyira ma nuanom mpanimfoɔ nuanom ma mɛma bɛhyia mu ha nyinaa yɛn nyinaa yɛnkafra ma yɛn nyinaa yɛakɔ aman ne nyinaa na atɔ yɛni na me a megyina hɔ yi yɛfrɛ me Abo Frimpong East Legon Executive Faith Club no me ne wɔn ɛtenetenefoɔ ɛsɛ yɛfrɛ tene coach nti baabi a yɛbɛkɔ biara no a na sɛ asɛm sɛ ɛsi ne sɛ me nua Osekwame ne ne nua Ofori Sapon wɔn tu anam a na sɛ Despite group company ɛrekɔ a ne nyinaa yɛdi wɔn akyi yɛka bɔ mfisi a yɛ abusua baako nti yɛbaeɛ a yɛn nso so sɛ adeɛ sɛ yɛade kɛseɛ sɛ birikyie sɛ asi Ghana man mu yɛnua yɛ a watɔ hɔ yi ɛnyɛ baakofoɔ ɛnyɛ abusua nko a na ne deɛ Ghana man nyinaa na ahwɛ adeɛ so yɛntumi ntena ase ne yɛn naa yɛkyi sɛ biribi kɔ so a yɛn nso yɛ mma ne yɛn ma mɛkyerɛ yɛn nso yɛ deɛ so yɛn nso yɛbaeɛ a yɛkura yɛn nsɛm 50,000 Ghana cedis 5,000 Ghana cedis 50 million Sikada down 50 million 5,000 nti yɛn nso yɛde ma abusua sɛ ɔmo nso so mfa nka nkonnwa ngu fam nti yɛbaeɛ a yɛnante seɛ no ɛda mo ase bebree ma mo nyinaa ɔman no nyinaa nso so yɛakɔ da mo ase abɛmeda ase
ɛno twa mu no owura ɔsɛe Kwame Despite ɛne owura Ernesto Forisapo sɛ yɛmfa nto owura Kwesi Twum anim ɛne KABA abusua ne yere a wagya n'akyi ɛne ne ba sɛ ayie da no nso yɛbɛba bɛyɛ sɛdeɛ amammerɛ ne amanneɛ ɛseɛ ne yɛbaeɛ a yɛamanneɛ no yɛda mo ase
abe yɛda ase pii na yɛsrɛ mu a yɛanam akɔda ɔpani ase na multimedia.
We're live on Joy News, and gone by is Abeko Santana representing the Despite group of companies who had also come through, to mourn with us, if you like, promising that they will be with us on the final, when we're organizing the final funeral rites of the late KABA. And that would happen from the 15th, 16th, and 17th of December 2017. So we've had persons come through to give their messages, essentially to sympathize with the multimedia group and indeed the family and the late KABA's wife as well. We've had some musicians, indeed persons in the creative arts industry also pass through, and some politicians. Komladum spoke to the trades minister Alan Chiramateng. We've also seen some members of parliament and former ministers, representatives of the various political parties all here. Indeed, people have come from across diverse backgrounds and truly represent the man that we're celebrating today, the man who passed on exactly a week ago today. He brought everybody together. He spoke to everybody. And Malik Adrum, I listened to KABA every afternoon. I mean, it was like a religious thing because, I come very early in the morning, so I needed to be, and I still do, updated, know what is going on. And one of the places there, it was for me the sole platform where you'd get what is latest and what will make headlines the following day was on Okwesi saying. So I would always listen to him. And he would even speak to people who couldn't necessarily speak English. So that's why we've seen many people like that today. Franklin Kujo. So he would speak the English and then he'll come back. He'll conduct a full interview in English and come back and explain to his audience exactly what has transpired. But he's brought many people from different places together.
Absolutely. And it's not for nothing that the show was named Ekosi Sing. How did it pan out, if my translation is correct? And that is if my understanding is correct too. So how did it pan out? That was the show he hosted. I think the unique feature of it was his ability to make everyone happy. Of course, not all the time, because that's an unattainable objective. But by and large, he did extremely well in making both sides of the political divide somewhat happy. You have to remember that before he took over the show was boycotted by the opposition MPP then. And I remember I was in this house when some young supporters of the MPP came and they said they were coming to burn down the station because there was a consistent, persistent, scurrilous attack on their presidential candidate, Nana Akufo-Addo then. And they said the attack was without letting. There was no recourse to any ethics or decency, and it was just unjustified. So they came to burn down the station. So managers had to make an intervention, and then eventually tempers came down, and then they left. So KABA takes this show, and those politicians who were angry and upset and frustrated to the extent that they took a decision to boycott the station, the show, and the station is largely known, apart from sports, is known for this show. Yeah. They felt so comfortable that they would come here. Remember earlier I said that when I went into the studio Atik Mohammed was there. You know the problems Atik Mohammed has with his own party, because the party said that they have suspended him for whatever reasons. But Atik still keeps his position on the show. He comes, he makes his submissions, he makes his points, they argue in the studio, they have fun, they chat, they laugh. He kept all the politicians happy. And even sometimes when the arguments get heated, you go into the studio and he's just sitting there and he's laughing. And they're arguing and huffing and puffing and jumping at each other. And he has this calming effect that he brings to bear on them and on everyone. I think it's the reason why we have seen a certain bipartisanship that both sides of the political divide, NPP and NDC, are happy about him. I remember last week, Tuesday, I think 3 days after he died, the NDC came here to commiserate with us, and I had a conversation with Officer Ampofu, Director of Elections for NDC, Vice National Chairman. And he said that, of course, at various points in time, you would have politicians tag KABA as, oh, you belong to that side and you belong to that side. But generally, he was largely a unifying force for them, the politicians. And I thought that that was a very important lesson for those of us who play roles on air and off air, and especially for me, who unfortunately I'm noted for political analysis and discussions. Sometimes you would say things which don't go in the favor of a particular political party, and then they take issues with that. And if I was the basis upon which I was having that conversation with him, a member of his party had said that I am very difficult and I'm very clinical in my analysis. And he said, oh, he knows me, because I had hosted him on PM Express several times. He said, oh, he knows me and he likes my analysis, even though sometimes my analysis don't go in their favor. Yeah. And I said, but you know that we can't always say things. He said, oh, my brother, don't waste your breath. I understand. Yeah. Because even the famous KABA, there were times when we accused him. But we knew that he's tried to be a neutral journalist. He asked his questions without emotion, without malice, without an agenda. And those are enduring qualities that all of us must aspire to. It's a difficult one, but all of us must aspire to those ideals, because they make us better people. They certainly made KABA a better journalist. They should make us a better people, and all of us must aspire to those objectives. I know you do try. It's difficult, because those of us who are at the forefront of this political analysis, sometimes you get caught up in their crossfire, and depending on what questions you ask and what research you have backing your questions, they feel that you are trying to undermine and weaken their argument. But of course, the good thing is that off air, you are friends with everyone. And I think that KABA has shown us that it is possible.
Definitely. You heard Ibrahim Mahama speak there, and he said, we disagree sometimes.
Absolutely.
But he was like a junior brother.
Because it's practically impossible not to disagree, because he's hosting a political show. And the politicians have an unattainable objective. That is, if you are their friend and you play the kind of role that KABA and some of us play, you should do things to favor them all the time. It is practically impossible to do that. The good thing is that very many of them are very reasonable. Sometimes you say it hurts them. Behind the scenes, they will argue with you on behind the scenes. They will tell you that you have a point. We agree with you, but you should know that, Charlie, this is a game of numbers. When you say these things and they don't favor us and they don't bode well for us, you don't expect us to keep quiet. So sometimes they will actually attack and fight you. When you go off air, they'll tell you that, but the point you are making is a valid point, but I won't concede to it on air, and you know that. So, I mean, I can clearly understand why Ibrahim Mahama would say, you can't agree with them all the time, because a politician expects that you should make them happy all the time. And we can't do our job well, we will not be seen to be doing our job well if we make the politicians happy all the time. Because by the nature of the trade which they ply, which is politics, it is divisive, it is argumentative. You always argue because it is not all the time that there's a confluence of ideas. Sometimes the ideas conflict. And when the ideas conflict and you are in the middle, you certainly will ask questions that will hold somebody to strict proof, which they don't like.
Yeah.
They want to be allowed to distort, confuse, embellish, because it feeds into their political agenda. And when you don't permit that to happen, they will have disagreements with you.
Indeed, KABA himself had said many times that he had received messages. Depending on how the conversation went when he was doing the show, he would receive sometimes threatening messages. But these were messages that he would just simply laugh off, because then he would say, oh, you know, because it happened anytime he was on the show and you're not talking in favor of someone, somebody would send you a message. But I think that on a day like this, when we talk about our colleague and our friend, Kwadwo Asare-Bafo Echampong KABA, it's also to get us to reflect on our own lives. Now, who will be at your own funeral? At your 1 week memorial, who would be there and what would they say about you? What kind of people would you bring together? As our colleague and our friend, a brother that we are celebrating on this day when he died exactly a week ago. His final funeral rites, it's been announced by the Ebusuapanyin that it will be from the 15th, the 16th, and 17th of December 2017. We'll bring you all those tiny little details in that when we have those full details. But if you're joining us, it's JoyNews. Obviously, there's no news file today. It's the 1 week that we're observing here at multimedia. It's not just the forecourt of Joy FM, but really our entire facilities here, and it's brought all of us together. It's been the biggest blow, really, because KABA was really calm, but he connected with everybody. I first connected with him when he was doing Bidrim. He was also doing the AM show, so we'd meet very early in the mornings.
In plannings and so you're going to separate studios, but you're on air almost at the same time.
But we'd meet in the makeup room every morning, every dawn, before
and you see him
separate
seated in his chair,
you
know, doing his makeup. Fabulous guy.
Amazing gentleman that we've lost. And it is true that sometimes, indeed, until you lose someone, you don't truly either appreciate what they bring or what they represented. Absolutely. And we're beginning to see the kind of person. And I've met people who have said, I didn't know him, but I feel like I know him.
I've had many people. So yesterday I went into the engineering room at the radio building, and it was around 2:30. This is the time when he would be on air, and they were playing back one of his shows, and it just felt so real that you are listening to him, and it's like it's current, it's now, it's live on air. And it was always the case that if you went into the engineering room, you always heard him, because in the afternoon you would find that the engineering guys, whilst they are monitoring all the other radio stations, Joy, Heads, Adom, Love, and Shra, they are listening to the highest volume is Asempa, because in that time that's where all the action is happening. Joy may be doing music and Cosmopolitan and some other show, but they are listening to the discussions on Asempa. Around that time, everyone is listening. Taxi drivers, officers, managers, politicians.
I'm listening in my car.
Everybody is listening. Truck driver, everyone is listening to him, because that's where the politicians converge. And it is that place where you get balanced discussion. Occasionally, when there is an important matter, you have one person who will do 30 minutes or 1 hour, one-on-one with him, and afterwards the rest of them will come. But it's a show where you got balance, fairness, decency, honesty, integrity, all of those things played out. So I was sitting in the engineering room like any other day, the weeks before, and he's on air. And it sounded so real. And I was like, but if you go and check in the studio, his seat is empty. There's none. And yet you are listening to the guy on radio, and it's so live, that calm voice, very assured voice, and you know, fluent in both Twi and English, and you're listening to that voice and you're asking yourself, so this is it. I'll never hear that voice again, ever, unless it's a playback.
That's what is real. Let's take you back to the grounds now. And the gentlemen who are taking charge of what's happening on the grounds in terms of the activities for today, Benjamin Nana Seyampofoje and Omahene Kwabena Asante. They will tell us the people who have come through, and we'll take some messages as well and some music.
Honorable Baba Jama. Honorable Baba Jama.
Bring it down.
And so Edrua. Atik Mohammed, the General Secretary of the PNC, Atik Mohammed, and so Abedruha Sabre, Ochia Ebusian for Oma for Beka and Nanwada, Yadi Tuga, Ewa Adom FM, so say, Ekobia, Wamudi any Kopek, almost say Oma 10,000 Ghana cities, Sempeni Fonina Yemfama Foto, and Shenia Bemaka Babano, Danka Namwa, Abantia on Asha Specia. Onam fifi onen nkofo omoso eche abusuan yahye mumu se nipa ni bia ba ne kasa na mo de atofo mboko afa yanko
Pray more, yeah. I'm a far kingdom. I'm a far kingdom. Almost say one more by ya. 2,000 Ghana cedis. Yenjie. Na yemfa enkampata ngufo. Yadamase. Na.
Hello. Okay. Koyo ajobre. No bre, you are beshe. Bring it down. Boko. Yapa mocho. Said ye di kai no. Adofo bebre aba. Empenifo bebre aba. Oshes na yashada ede ashamonsa. Oshes na yɛde ahyɛ mo nsa mote si abɔ pani bi di so ɔkyea wie yɛ yɛsrɛ mo nso ne nsa pɛ baabi ma ne ntena ma yɛyɛ na yɛnuanom a ɛfiri Peace FM, OK FM, Neat FM a ɔmo baeɛ no ɔmo abɛkyia fɛfɛɛfɛ na ɔmo asɛm bi ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmo ka kyerɛ multimedia ne abusua nyinaa ɛbɛgya ma ɔmo akasa nansa na no Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC for America can wasem Yeradan Kanamwan and Crawford. Say Omadi kind as you say Yente Fund and Fama Kaba a bucket one. Our more 10,000 Ghana cedis seed money at us here. But Omoba Haswa, Omozaman for Yebi Bikakra, 200 Ghana cedis and Penny na Yemfa and two. Na Rosalind Ngiza and na McDonald. So Mobi drew her almost so Echiabusia.
Once again to join the multimedia family to mark the 1 week commemoration and just seen President's vehicle. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia will be going to greet the family. We'll go then
the Vice President is representing the President of the Republic. I don't see Sabre say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia Abedruha Ojinamu Edima Yamampeni Nana Ado Dankwa Ekufu Ado any Onwankasa any Ghana Fonina Anemo and Abedrun Yamampeni Abediache Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia Ena Unse Wesi Formno Yera Sami Awuku and so Eka Empenifua Abanoa on also represented the NPP party and unti said Sami Awukuso Ediachia and that is one also Jinem at the New Patriotic Party NPP. Enti Empenifua said Yedi Kasra Mono cameraman no ma Munchincha Womo and MOP Madaroma Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ene eye nempenimfo womo jinemu edi amagana mampeni Nana Ado Dankwa Ekufu Ado enti womo ene nam edwemu a wotia ebusua ade atowani anunti obehu se yede ntuma ekuru ne ho wadaroma udro bomu ase a waje arechichire no sanse se arechichire ye fa no onipa ho Sami Awuku ena ejinemu ede ama MPP amanyokuo no empenifo no bebre mehu se National Service Secretariat Deputy coordinator nso so ɛwɔ ha a odi santene no akyi bia wɔkyia ɛne mpanimfoɔ nkaeɛ idi akotene yie paa eduru saa bere yi a na ayɛ awerɛhosɛm sɛ yɛnua bɛma kwadwo asare bafoɔ ɛkyampɔn KABA sɛdeɛ medi kan yɛ ahyɛseɛ no owuo wamadeɛ wabrɛ wanya ni ahasuo nkasɛ mpintinkwa ne mfifira yɛnua yateɛ abɛduru saa mpɛmpɛnsuo yi a okuani bɛka sɛ nka abɔ abere ɔso ɔte bidie no ɛna wadane ato hɔ no asɛm na pusu ɔmamu no nyinaa ɛno nti ɛna wo si amampani ɛyi ni mpaboa ɛde ahyɛ na bɛdi akyire.
It's our live and continuous coverage of the 1-week memorial of the late Kwadwo Asare Bafo Champong, our colleague, our friend and brother, and we've just had the Vice President of the Republic arrive, and he's also representing the President of the Republic coming to show their support as well. So the Vice President coming along with the National Youth Organizer of the NPP, Sami Ewuko, and we've seen many dignitaries. People come from various places, and Kenansa and Santok were also representing the multimedia group, going around as co-host jointly with the family, also going around and shaking hands with people who have come. That's the Vice President in your shot there, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. Indeed, he was here this week to sign the book of condolence, and he's here again in his own capacity as Vice President and also representing the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Indeed, we've seen a massive show of support from the states as well. And we've said a while ago, Malik, that truly tells you how far-reaching KABA was with his show and his personality and himself. It's very few times that you find that when somebody dies, you find all these personalities. And this is voluntary, really.
Yes, and given that he was not a politician, he was a journalist,
yes.
You know, for all of these people to congregate around here and come here in their numbers and come repeatedly, all of the people you have seen here have been here before.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Bernard Mona, who is the national chairman of the PNC. We have seen, we know Paul Afoko was here, Alan Chimatin was here, Trade Minister, he's back here, the Vice President was here, he's back here, former President John Mahama was here, the NDC, we had Kofi Adams, Komladun talked to Kofi Adams, Kofi Adams was here, he's back here. The NDC came, the full entourage, the National Chairman Kofi Potofi, General Secretary Johnson Esiodin Ketia, National Organizer Kofi Adams, a raft of them.
And same with the NPP as well.
Absolutely.
We saw the acting National Chairman, the General Secretary,
even the suspended National Chairman.
Exactly, the entire hierarchy, and it's from the very top.
Absolutely, Sir John, former General Secretary, all of them have been here. All of them have been here, and some of them have come back here again.
We let's go back onto the grounds and listen to what's happening. I see that it's a representative, is it or not, from... Okay, let's go back and listen.
Now Ghana had the Benson Juma, a Despite Group, and a multimedia. Inti account nentia na account to. Me am gina ha ye from odia en kan kwa me boa. Me nua ba wo this year na ya akonadu. Mausi Walker ono so ye executive pa wo Peace FM, Neat FM na OK FM. Deputy News Editor Kwesi Ajiman. Ena me nua pani Joe Digi ono so wa ha. Otafrija Bema enso ewa ha. Ena mpanifo awodo ani omo ba nyina so yamo magua a omoti ho. Na ye gina ha mpanifo se abo anwansa na sabi woni hwekura no oposa ne nsam asem kase na ato multimedia sabi yentimi nyoma nyanka ya na eto yan yankom beye ti se ato multimedia na ese fatase yeye ti ye gina ha ye kura eye ensuo box no maako aduonum 50 boxes of specialized mineral water ɛna yɛde ma abusua ɛnsa dɔkɔdɔkɔ ɛno nso assorted drinks ɛno nso maako aduonu ɛyɛ 20 boxes ɛna ɛno nso yɛde ɛma special drinks ɛyɛ yankasa yɛn papa Dr. Forisapon na dwuma mu adeɛ ɛno nso maako 30 ɛyɛ aduasa ɛna yɛde ma mpanimfoɔ sɛ yɛnim sɛ ɛnyɛ dan a ahɔhoɔ bɛba na mɔde asom ma ahɔhoɔ ne mmom no Dr. Osei Kwame Despite one ne nua n'adeɛ nyinaa Dr. Forisapon a ɔno yɛ Chief Executive Officer Specialized Company Limited ɔmo ɛna ɔmo keka ɔmo nsa ase a yɛde wei nyinaa ɛba obi bɛbusa sɛ na yɛadeɛ nyinaa Father Dixon ɛwɛn asɛmtia nyinaa ne sɛ yɛn papa Father Dixon a Osei Kwame Despite ne hɔ a osi na nam akwandeɛsɛ nyinaa so no ɔno nso n'abere watia ɛda fam a ɔntumi nyɛ busua mu ɛno nti na sɛ bi a motum ani hwɛ a monhu wɔ ha nanso opɛ mu nankasa ɛwɔ ha nti yɛde bɛsi ya na ɛyie no du nso a amammerɛ ne amanneɛ bi a ɛsɛ fata sɛ Despite Group of Companies yɛbɛyɛ ɛde time multimedia ɛne specialized yɛde ba bɛtime multimedia group of companies akyi no yɛde ba bɛtam akyi yɛma mɔko sɛ KABA nso yɛma ne dɛm refa due ne ama ne ho yɛda mo ase.
So that's a presentation from the Despite Group of Companies, and indeed we've seen some big names either on OKFM, on Peace FM, and their other affiliates coming through today. They've presented a number of things on behalf of the group, some assorted drinks totaling 20. They've also presented some special drinks, 30 of those, and 50 boxes of water. We thank the Despite Group. Indeed, we have various people, their representation from the Class Group of companies as well. We saw Bolare also representing the EIB network, and KABA's death indeed has brought other media houses that we would usually refer to as competitors all converge here. And on exactly a week of his passing, we've seen many of all these people come by to show their support. And we're bringing you all these because we know that this place cannot contain all of the people who really would have wished to be here. There are people from afar, from the various regions. Indeed, Ekosi saying was always live across the entire country because there are other affiliate radio stations that would pick the program, and other people from outside the country as well. There's a heavy base of listeners either in Germany, in the UK, in the US, in China, in a lot of places. And if you're an ardent listener, you would know that there were so many contributions from people from everywhere. And that's why we're also streaming this live on myjoyonline.com, because we appreciate that you all would have loved to be here, but obviously for various reasons you couldn't. That's why we're bringing you this live coverage right here on JoyNews. It's some 34 minutes after 10. Malik and myself, Mama V, we are here with you, and there are a lot of things happening. It's just almost just behind us, and we've taken an entire stretch of road. KABA had many following, and most of them are here to mourn with the family and the multimedia group. So the Vice President, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, also coming through with some other people from the NPP as well. All representatives from all the political parties and members of parliament all representing here.
Absolutely.
Malik.
And it bears repeating that KABA's ability to straddle the political divide and to make everyone appreciate that they will be heard, at least, and that he will not judge them. I think that there's a huge temptation in this job to be judgmental, and to sometimes come across as you know it all and you know it better. And it's because you have a lot of people talking to you, and sometimes they give you a lot of information, and that information puts you in a very privileged position sometimes. And if you're not careful, that can get into your head. You can get arrogant and pompous and all-knowing, things which kind of put off people. But he was able to manage that. He would have information and yet he would conceal that information, and he will ask as neutral questions as possible and ask them with a clean heart. And I think that made all the politicians comfortable, and he earned their trust and earned their respect. It is the reason all of them are here.
Yeah. How about the show of love from other media houses? And indeed, from Monday to Saturday, we've seen many people from other media houses also represent.
You know, we compete, but I think that we have tried, especially in the mainstream, recognized, respected media houses. We compete, but I think we have kept the competition decent. I remember when City FM, was it this year or last year, celebrated their 10th anniversary, Multimedia sent them a cake. And we have friends across the media houses, and you know that the space is a narrow one, and you have people who work across all the media houses. You just mentioned Abeku Santana. Abeku Santana made his name on Adom FM. Now he's on OK FM.
Yeah.
So he can't forget his roots. And you have many other people who work across the media landscape who have moved from one media house to another. And so you have this nucleus of friendship amongst the media houses, among the practitioners. And if you have somebody who was as popular as KABA was, and one who, if KABA could bring the politicians together, can you imagine bringing fellow journalists together?
Yeah.
That would not be a difficult task, because the politicians are always at each other's throats. They are disagreeing all the time, even on the most banal issues, they are disagreeing. And yet he was able to handle their disagreement with dignity and with honor and with respect. So the media houses coming together, for me, it's not strange, but it also means that we have to keep working at it. That we should get to a point where I can pick a story from any other media house and credit them without feeling anything, and that I should be able to call somebody in a media house and then they will report on my show. And many of us, sometimes we get invitations to appear on other shows, and we do that. So I think KABA's passing only has brought to the fore relationships which have existed between all of us, politicians, media houses, journalists, and everyone. It brings that to the fore, and these are values that we should keep and enhance.
You're watching our live coverage of the 1 week memorial of the late, and it's hard to say the late Kojo Asare Bafo Echampong, aka KABA. Other persons have come through. A while ago, we saw Dr. Okova Napoy, who is Member of Parliament for Ablekuma South constituency, former Mayor of Accra. We'll take you back onto the main grounds now, and we will come back in a bit.
Branso so twedi ampo Nyankopon woto ne nsa e de friend wo emu oya nanso ye nyina egusu a ye nyina ye we bese na ye no nsa e da ase
enti yewura kwame edinkra kankan manto kanto kwa kwadu agam kodu yaba kankam kakari kokoroko katachi a won kari ne wahuni mudurun wakasa ye na momyempre na momyempre na ye EIB fo ye de mo ase papa
Yada Mwasipi Sabre Masters Band Mumbra Nafi Yeni Anoma if we come over for Vandals more Yenya Krase Vandals Peso Mobabetia Minim Samoya Crowd there na Mobabetia say Moba Moses or Hoaso there Nani a better also Yeni Abema Kwesi Ernest media is so any penny for Mobabetia Ebusian for Dada Vandals Mumra na Mometia and penny phones Mumra na mometia. Every time I hear some betia na ekwanya demo. Mumra metia. Sabre yenu anuma ifri atinka media.
So KABA was a proud Vandal as well, and we've seen, in a bit we would see some of his colleagues come through to also show their support. So members of the group, the vandals also come into show there. The
Commonwealth Hall of the University of Ghana, where the gentlemen come from.
And a former GJ president and the Council of State, Giftia Fenyendatse, will also speak. We have some conversations that we recorded earlier. We'll bring you a playback of that, and then we'll come back and join live. So here are some personalities who have come through, who came through earlier in the day, who spoke to Komla Adom.
I know it's been a very tough period for many of us, especially as a veteran journalist yourself. How have you been dealing with the news of his departure?
I've been in shock because I didn't hear of him just a few days. So I thought he was on vacation, only to be told that he had passed on. And so I've been reflecting that it could be any of us. And how is he going to account for his stewardship? And so it brings me back to the point that as we practice as journalists, we should know that one of these days, if we should pass on, we'll be held accountable. How are we going to account for our stewardship? Is it that we'll be known as good and faithful servants, or it will be that we let our nation down? So let us reflect on his death, also on our health. It is a very stressful job. You go, sometimes you forget to eat, you eat very late, and all that. So let us put a structure in place whereby we'll sit back and say that, hey, we need to do some basic checkups and the like. We go, then we hit that we don't come back. It's unfortunate, but I feel so sad.
Many thanks, Kofi Adams, for your time.
Good morning.
Well, I have heard you say, for example, that you had a closer relationship with KABA beyond work. How far did that go?
KABA was more like a brother from another mother. We, not from political angle or just from the show, the issues we discussed, the pieces of advice we shared, was what a brother will share with a fellow brother. But naturally, KABA is one person that when something disturbs one, it disturbs him. His feeling for a fellow being was that high. He had such a heart that he felt for a colleague, that when you are in pain, he feels the pain. And so it's easy to have friendship with him. He easily breaks barriers and build friendship. That is why you can see him having friends from all sides of the political divide. MPP, NDC, CPP, PNC, all parties will say that KABA was a friend. You hardly could tell whether he is for this party or that party. He was a fair critic of our governance processes, and for that we salute and celebrate him. If they have stalwarts, senior persons like former President Kufuor, former President Rawlings, former President Mahama, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, all of them at one point or the other say that they are regular listeners of KABA's show. It tells you how his program has impacted positively on politics and governance of this country. He lived a very short life, but he has impacted so much in our governance system. For us Christians, we will say, look at Christ. How old was he? He left us so young, but today his name is the most mentioned name in many, many homes and places. KABA lived such a short life, but I know we will continue to remember him.
Speaking to Honorable Ricketts Hagan, thank you very much, sir, for your time. What was the relationship between you and KABA? How far did that relationship go?
I consider KABA obviously as a brother, but a brother that I didn't know so closely. Obviously, he invited me a number of times to his program, but each time you come to his program, you feel like you've known him for years. He was such a warm person, and you feel comfortable in his company. Even when he was knocking you on the program, you still feel like he's being fair, because he does the same thing to your opponent as well. So I consider him a national institution. You know, he carved his own niche, and I think the country will miss him. So will the multimedia group and all of us.
I am the National Director of Communication for MPP. He was more than a brother. I remember about 2-3 weeks ago, we went to a restaurant and we ate together. Since then, we never met again. Or to be told a week today that he's gone. In fact, the pain is something we cannot measure. He was really a genius. He was somebody who brought the media landscape to a pedestal. He's somebody who will forever remember. He was a great person. In all his dealings, honesty and neutrality were part of his.
So what are the lessons we can learn from his life? What are the lessons we can learn from his life? well, there is nothing more we can learn from his death than what we are witnessing today. In Twi, there is a saying that, if you were to be a bad person, such a crowd wouldn't be available today. It tells you that even though he died young, he led a quality life. And it presupposes that it's not about the number of years that you spend on it. It's about the number of days. KABA was a great person, and he's died a great person.
You're watching now continuous coverage of the one-week celebration of the late Kwadwo Asare Bafo Echampong, host of the Hot Afternoon Political Talk Show on Asempa FM Ekosi, saying we've been showing you some visuals of the arrival of the woman that he left behind, sadly, Valentina, as she came in totally broken. But Kamala Adom also speaking to some personalities, including politicians from across the divide who have come through. And there are representation from the various media houses as well. Let's just cross over and listen in on the representation from Atenka FM.
Any masters band, they watch the heart, and that's a one more qua, if you be a cardia mom. They sent to multimedia. I think media will let 7 countries say, Musu, Ayayansu, Yajinaha, Neo Ye, Yasakra and Samsika, Kana Sikabotain, and Yasidis, Kanisikana, and Kabaka said, 50 million cities, Kanisikano, and Nesikaya, Odeba, Kufua Breso. Nana adudan kwa kufadu abreswa. 5,000 Ghana cities. And no, and Atinka Media Village. Ayera, Ora, Samuel Amotobe. Adano, Tobinko Nankasa, Tobinko Group of Companies, Abinasna, Ekahon Priority Insurance, Ekahon, Entrance Pharmaceuticals and Research Center. Any you macrobe. Yadi HR Multimedia. So womonye non for people manisu misio. Na eyi on yanantia. Say on the 15th, on the 16th of December. Ye nyina ha ye kwakobwa ho. Na hie ben babu sumi eda ni mu no. Ye ba. Ye se ba man sinso man sa no ham. Ye ba ne eham ne adi multimedia asabesu. Sadi abusia. Nadia Atinka Media Village, Atinka FM, Atinka TV, Atinka FM, Ahuto FM, Ekanono. Sadia Atinka FM, Atinka TV, Atinka FM, any Ahuto FM, Atinka Media Village. Ayade na bushamon prome. Yeah.
Abate Yankopon ye papa. Yeni abema kofi asare brako abate de di. Eye team Atinka Media Village enimba Yankopon enshiramo. Machredo papa. Mr. Kwame Jantwa, or your friend of multimedia and a leading member of the CPP. One also the vice chairman at the Public Interest Accountability Committee, PIAC. One announce West Juma Ochiano, Honorable Elizabeth Adomako, a assemblywoman at the Kukumlemle West. Honorable Abuaya and Papa Free Brian Beme at all for me. Obayaswa also crying 10 boxes. Inso Adaka Makomako Edu. Edemebushenti Honorable Elizabeth Adomako Kokomlemle West Assemblywoman Honorable Watchia Ewo Ehonomo Sabre the Chief Executive Officer of Kumase Asante Kotoko Papai Onwa Nesaye Chief Executive Officer Ede Emma Unity Oil Vision 1 FM Light FM Light TV Dr. Kwame Che, Dr. Kwame Che, Ono and a countryman songo, fireman Edin anymore, Ordino Echiano. Dr. Kwame Che, Omo Eka Dr. Kwame Che Hono, Nana Kwame Dankwa, Greater Accra Regional Circle Chairman, and a Kwajo Asante, a protocol officer, Enti Sampen Fue, Dr. Kwame Che, Kumase Asante Kotoko. Penny Power Dano, Unity Oil, Vision 1 FM, Light FM, Light TV. One penny 4 and I won't say one month so Echiano. Ebusia, Madame Mama so Embraha MIA. Na Edding NPP, the New Patriotic Party, Amanyokono, and I said Memfa a same way Embabusia. Sir Casapraca Company Limited for Babedru Hanum say. Na omo betia omo ya de fefe bi ebenya ntobase edudwam na NPP asemwa na meka no NPP party no omo se omo aba yenu ana to form na omo anye ani enti eka omo tutu case ba ha ebe ye inquiries ekọ kolebu ekọ ye inquiries ekọ kabafie ekọ ye inquiries na NPP 424 ka ho bi omo be sign book of condolence eka me se free to ada ebesi enememene Oma chichi omuda bia foforo bobi wo kra wa ba ben prensa say ne yatena se edi ye nua be mane na awotweda ye peda ye de eye na yia ahoho aba omo ba ya omo kro mo nsem 30 bottles of water enso enaka mako aduasa ena 30 packs of soft drinks na se doko so mako aduasa enti na chese MPP amanyuko mo mpanimfo the Omo Ediba no. Now, leadership of the MPP party, now say party Nankasa, I am the NMP for that party Nankasa no sono. Almost Omo Baya, Omo Timi Jasa, Omo Timi Kasa, Omo Suntinuano, no. Omo Isikapa, 2,000 Ghana cedis, can 20 million or Pepe Ediono. MPP leadership, let's say, Yafama Ebusia. Na yemfa ente ekano subi 2,000 Ghana cedis. No.
That's Nana Ampofoije, who is the main anchor on the grounds. It's still the 1 week celebration of the late Kwejo Asare Bafo Echampong KABA, and it's being observed at the forecourt of our offices in Kokomlemle. It's live here on JoyNews. We're also streaming live on myjoyonline.com. Malik is here with me. In a bit, we'll be crossing over to take some social media messages because we've encouraged you. If you have any words that you want to share, you can go on to our various social media platforms and we will share some of the details with you. If you haven't visited, please do. I think I can, just before I go to Malik, let's cross over. Let's go to Maps. Let's find out what people are saying on social media. So Maps, over to you.
Thank you, Mama V. So we're going to start, before we take social media comments, we're going to start with a video of KABA's wife when she arrived here at the multimedia headquarters.
Yanti bosionka na femba no sena yenti akwadi hwekwandu maja ya kwantimfi Gana jarawo
And we'll be taking some of your comments. First comment is from Kojo AD, and he says, give the widow just a month, and trust me, all those pampering her right now shall pass by upon seeing her on the street. Hypocrites. And Lena Jonas says, attention seeking has become so important too in this society that people can't put their phones down and mourn. Aztec K says, I believe the wife should be present for the 1 week event, but strongly believe the timing is wrong. Let's see if we can take more comments on KABA's wife's arrival. And more comments. Let's see if we can take more comments. And Alibaba says, let her stay indoors. And Phyllis Adejay says, hey, I'm lost for words. Buffo, rest in peace, and God grant your wife and family the strength to carry this, as it's indeed a heavy burden for all of us. Indeed it is, and the legend is gone. Priscilla Delay says, I really can feel what this woman is going through. Such a young lady to be called a widow. God will console you. Please don't lose hope. He will surely see you through. Have my condolence. And more comments from K Smile, who says it is sad, but the wife needs to stay strong and stop crying because she may end up sick, and who will take care of the kid. Benedicta Binding says, I can't help but cry. Only the Holy Spirit can console you. May your hubby rest in peace. God, please give her the strength so she can carry this cross. And we've got Ty Parker, and he says, Ghanaians and their stupidity, why show this to the world? Okay. Please be sensitive about your comments when you're posting. Nana Hima Akufo-Addo says, let's go to Alberta Frimpong, who says, oh, mercy, Lord, strengthen the wife and daughter today and forever. Ruth Evero says, sometimes you just have to stay strong to keep your enemy's mouth shut. Sonia Abla says, my sympathy to the family and the wife. KABA, rest in peace. Paulina Anya V says, so sad. My dear sister, may the Almighty God see you through. Rest in peace. Kwame Nimako says, God be with you now and always. This is hard, so watch. And Mama Ciara says, take heart, I can't even control my tears. God is in control. God is in control all the time indeed. Victoria Boating says, Let's take another comment from Priscilla Apia and says, I'm going to take Joe Eddie instead. And he says, this is painful, but it looks like, all right. Like I said, please be sensitive in the comments that you post. Queenie Fumani says, a mother's tender care. Mama, take heart for your son. And Justina K says, this is sad, and at least there are certain things that are not So we're going to take a comment from Lawrence, who says, why can't they allow the family to grieve away from social media? Eugenia Boating says, my condolences, dear. God will see you through. Alberti Norbati says, so sad, can't hold up my tears. We're going to take more comments where Hostin says, oh, my heart, I can just feel for this lady. And Nana Yao says, so why show the video? Let's take more comments.